Well, it's morning and the weather is as predicted. It's clear. There you can see Glacier Peak in the background. As we scroll around here, you can see that the fog is threatening us, laying there in the valley. We're just getting up, getting breakfast, and we're gonna head up.
Hey, Doug,
So,
what's that big white thing over there? All that white stuff on the side of that mountain.
snow?
No, the bright thing.
Oh, the bright thing. Oh my God, it's sunshine. Yeah, no kidding.
We haven't had much of that this trip, at least the upper half of the mountain.
No, we have not.
Our little tent worked out fine, didn't it?
Boy, the tent worked out great.
It's our first trip in the tent.
Yeah, it was really dewy this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of wind two nights ago. That did well.
Yeah.
So overall, nice big space.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice. All right, we're gonna pack up and get out of here.
Yeah.
We are at Glacier Gap, and I will give you a panorama around here. Try and see what we can see. It is beautiful sunny day and very scenic.
Scenic.
This is the worst part of the
Scenic,
view.
right
here would be Greg. This is where we came from, is right there.
Way down in the flats.
And we think our tent is right about there, but we can't pick it out, so I'm sure it won't come out on the video. We came up, you can kind of see where we crossed the snowfield there, which was very icy in the shade this morning, so we're going to put crampons on before we continue. Then we climbed up and we gained this nice little ridge, which has a bunch of tent sites there, and even had some water. And as we continue around here, there's Glacier Peak, and this is where we're going. So you can see our route. We go across here, we go down somewhere over there, and then we start working our way up this ridge, and there's a trail up at least to there. We'll probably pick our way most of the way up. Then we think we go around here, and this is Disappointment Peak. So we think we go around there to the backside, and then the last 800 feet to the summit. So it's time for sunscreen, glacier goggles, and crampons. There's Greg out on the snowfield with the mountain behind him. All right, you see where we came from, down off a Glacier Gap there, and then across that little, and then across the snowfield, which means it's now time to take crampons off. So here's the difference between old crampons and new crampons. Greg has new crampons, so he just slides and kicks. Do the other one. Yeah, you gotta undo the tucked straps. He was cheating, holding out on us.
That didn't come off quite as easy.
Yeah, pretty damn easy. Okay, now let's see what mine are like. Mine are the old ones.
And we have the high-tech plastic here, so the snow doesn't build up underneath it.
Yes.
You're not kicking your shoe every third step.
Uh-huh. And it collapses to store it a little bit smaller.
Like that.
Yeah.
Very high-tech.
Very high-tech.
I did that on purpose. Doug's turn to see how long it takes to get
old
crampons
classic
off.
crampons. Undo one strap. Ugh. No problem, just comes right off. You have to undo them completely. Undo the other strap.
Hey Doug, can you hold on? I want to go get some lunch.
Oh,
I'll be back in a minute here.
Okay, then you got to unthread this bastard most of the way. And then you can kind of pop your foot out.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
See? High tech. Oh, lightweight, see-through to the boot. They collapse too. Oh, look at that. They just fold right up. Oh, yeah, these are crampons, dude. Here we are working our way down the ridge. It's about the last one, and then we're going to go out on the snow there. And we go up, more. And behind us, now you can see where we came from, that diagonal switchback cutting down the hill there. And that right over there is Glacier Gap. And once we drop down at the Glacier Gap, now we climb. And it looks like we climbed the whole way. We're sitting at about 7,800 feet now. 8,000 feet. The watch says 8,010. And just, heading up the snow here. Ice axes, no crampons. It's softening in the sun. Much nicer than one we saw earlier. Great views. I'll give you a panorama here. There's the mountain they call Rainier, sticking up right there. We're not sure what that one is, but Stewart's there. And then when you come over here and you look down, you can see where our path, right up there to Glacier Gap.
Step out over here for a minute.
Okay. Summit of Glacier Peak. Yay! We made it.
God knows how.
Indeed. Not the fastest trip ever, but we're here. And there are little puffy clouds all around below us. Some of them not so puffy. I'll give you a panorama around. It could be a nicer view. It's kind of a pan of puffy clouds. So there's a big old one right there. It's waiting to come over us. There's Greg with the summit register. Oh, that's a righteous box too. There's another cloud there, and there we're looking down towards Darrington, I believe. And
US flag, all sorts of stuff in here.
oh, nice. So, nice day, warm, not too much breeze. Just a nice day to be on top of Glacier Peak. Sweet. So, we'll sign in, get a little something to eat, and then we'll head back down. We've had a long trip. The trip's only halfway over.
Yeah.
Exactly halfway.
We ended up yesterday,
Really?
July 12th.
Wow.
That was rough, but worth every moment to do it.
Somebody made it up yesterday.
Coy Lee, yeah. Someone, July 12th. Another party did too.
Huh.
Well, maybe it's all the same party, but July 10th.
Oh.
Because it's July 13th today, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Today the 13th?
Mm-hmm.
So they made it up on July 12th?
Yeah.
They said what route?
Nope. Huh. First Washington volcano, Emily somebody. What route did we do?
Ah, it's standard route.
You recall the name of it?
No, Cool Glacier. Cool and Sitcom Glacier. Don't slip. It is steep.
Yeah, keeps your attention.
Big boots. Big bucket holes.
Yep.
Footholds.
Okay. I cheated death there.
We have come from up there in the fog. There's the mountain just disappearing on us. And we're on the glacier. We got to go down to that little broken up section right there.
Pressure ridge.
Pressure ridge.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. Pressure ridge. So we're going to rope up for it, put crampons on, and we'll go down, and we go down and we go through that, get down to this far side and then down. From there it's fairly straightforward.
In terms of a history lesson down here, if you were to go climb Everest, there's something called the Khumbu Icefall. I want you to focus on that icefall down there. That continues for almost a mile, and it's like a river of ice in a waterfall, and they've got to build a
route up
through that broken ice, and that's what follows and kills people. And so that's the danger of climbing Mount Everest, among others.
We're on this ridge, and there's just this trail going down. It's so pretty, just little wildflowers around here. Sorry about the wind, it's windy. But let me give you a quick panorama. It is just beautiful. Everywhere you look. Well, we made it down to Home Sweet Home. And we had dinner.
What's left of Home Sweet Home?
Yeah. There's nothing left of Home Sweet Home. We've packed up. It's now, what time is it? It's now 5:23. So we're going to take the first leg of the journey out. So we're hoping to go we're here in Glacier Basin. So we're hoping to go down to White Pass. And then White Pass will put us 10 miles from the trailhead. So that'll be an easy walk tomorrow, I'm saying. A stroll. Thank you, Greg. A stroll tomorrow. So, the mountain, God, it keeps going behind the clouds, but it's out there now. Yeah, it is completely out. No. So, there's what it looks like. And you can see that big snowfield, big white snowfield to the left there that goes right up to the top. And there's a littler one to the right. And we went up the littler one to the right. That's how we got it. We have made it up to the top of a pass. I don't even know what this pass, does it have a name?
I don't think so.
And it's 10 to 7. And we've got, we got to make it over to there. That's White Pass. And we're going to spend the night at White Pass.
Yeah.
We're pretty sure. That sounds like we're really sure.
Yeah, we're pretty sure we're spending the way.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Now we just came, I'll show you where we just came from. Alright, we just came from right there, that pass, and we dropped all the way down, and you can see the trail working our way along the ridge there, and then you climb up this nasty stuff. Comes along here and right up to here, and we're here. And that is the last of the bad trail. From here on, it's all downhill and fairly good trail. Especially when we get over to White Pass, then it's really good trail from there.
That's on the PCT.
Yeah, White Pass is the PCT, good point. And you can see it's not perfectly clear, but it's just, we're in the middle of the mountains. A long ways from anywhere. And it is pretty. All right, on our way, because we're anxious to get back down and get camped. We're basically at White Pass. Just
within a quarter mile, just watering up.
yeah. So we're doing water. Greg, what are you doing?
Doing water.
Yeah. So we take it out of the stream and we use a little steri pin, I think they call it.
They're called, yep.
Yeah. And it uses UV light to sterilize the water. Although we really wonder if we need it coming off the stream with nothing up above it, but we do it anyway because Doug's paranoid. So one more quart and then we're going to head and set up camp. It's 7:30 and we're ready to set up camp. Home for our last night here. We're at White Pass. We made it out, got our water, and we got our tent all set up, and we're both pretty tired after today's journey. So we've got our mountain house dinner. After we got down off the mountain, we had our first mountain house dinner. We split it there up at Glacier Basin and decided we'd have the other one here. So we got about 3 more minutes left on it. Is that what we got, Greg? 3 minutes left?
Let's see. About 3 minutes, yep.
3 minutes. And then we'll have dinner, and then we're going to climb in. It's
We'll be asleep by about that fast.
yeah, 8:30, so it's late. It was a long day. We covered a lot of ground.
So far we've got how many miles in, Doug? 27 miles?
27 miles.
What's the vertical?
12,000.
Vertical.
14,000.
14? Oh, okay, I'll
Yeah.
take 14 versus 12.
Yeah.
If you're going to give it to me.
I'll check, have to check. But it was, that was because we made that one foyer up there and then back down again. And so we got some extra altitude gain in there. But quite a bit. And we're both feeling grungy. I think we're ready to...
Yeah.
We're ready for a shower. Our wives are not going to be happy with us when we walk in the house. Although my dog, who loves stinky socks, is going to be in ecstasy because my socks are going to be nasty. 6 a.m. on our last day. The sun came up about 10 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago. And we're just getting breakfast and going to get packed up here in a bit and head out. See the tent, we're stuck in the trees here. And I haven't talked much about the flowers, but the flowers have been out and spectacular this whole trip. We've had, meadows full of lupin, and this one's got, I think that's columbine. I'm gonna have to look that up. And then it's got these purple daisies over here. Just, I'll have to look up that and see what that is. But it's just full, and you can see some of them have come and gone. Last night when we were getting water, there was 2 marmots on either side of the drainage, and they were just chirping back and forth at each other. You could see them both sitting up there, munching away on the grass, and one would squeal, and then the other one would, and they were just like they were talking back and forth. I'm sure it was all about us being in the middle of their kingdoms. But there's an amazing number of the marmots that build trails, or build their holes right next to the trail.
Yes.
In the trail. Yeah, thank you, Greg. So when you walk along, you know, the trail is sunken in 6 or 8 inches, and they just go right, they take advantage of that dirt and just burrow right in. So when you hike down the trail, they pop up right in the middle of the trail and look at you, or they'll be off in the meadow someplace, and they'll come running down right into the trail and then sit and stare at you. And then as you get in within about 20 or 25 feet, then they boonk, pop into their hole, and you walk right by their hole. And we look at some of their holes, they have grass and all sorts of stuff, and there's marmot poop, and they stink as you go by them. It's amazing. But this is definitely Marmot Central. They're just having a heyday, and I think with all the flowers this year, it's a good year to be a marmot. That's what I think. So we're gonna just finish getting breakfast and get on the trail, and we'll be heading out. And you can see our trail here. I'll show you our trail. By the White Pass, just leaving, heading up the trail. There goes Greg. He moved forward to get out of the wind. It's pretty blowy. Alright, we're working our way down, and we have almost run out of mountain. That's the valley floor right there. We've probably got 150 feet. The last part of this trail is steep. We are definitely out of the high country, and we're punching into the trees. Big, tall trees now. Mackinac Shelter in all of its glory. Talked to a guy up at White Pass that stayed in here when it was pouring down rain. Said it was mouse infested. It's dark. Well, it's got a little bit of a hole in the roof. There's a sign on Mackinac Shelter. You can read it. Something by something or other, Seattle, August 1954, I think. Pretty impressive. 2 of them from 1954. Okay, Bill, look at this. Tree cleared right there. Yeah, that is one big old growth. And the impressive thing, truly impressive thing, there's the piece of wood they removed from, and somehow they got it from there in the trail to over there on the side of the trail. That, how much, you suppose that's 1,000 pounds worth of timber?
Probably more like 2,000, 3,000, but I mean, you probably use those big
pry bars.
Huh?
Probably use pry bars and just roll it, but wow, that's impressive. Just about a half mile down from Mackinac Shelter. Less than 2 miles from being done, and we're presented with this great view of Whitehorse. We're back.
All right.
We're done.
Cheated death again.
Yes, we did. Many moments we did. 36, almost 37 miles.
Yeah.
The GPS said we did 12,000 feet. I don't think we really did.
No, maybe closer to 10 because of a few little side trips, but
yeah.
Overall, a very pleasant trip for 3.5 days.
I would agree.
Would have been 3 except for half of a weather day.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, waiting for the weather. And we're about ready to climb into a car. It's going to be close quarters for as bad as we smell.
Hey man, I've been in a tent with you. So you can't be any more close quarters than that. So.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So this cavort is officially over.
All right.